All right. So let's do some hip drops, and then we'll do kind of like a modified version of pretzel 2 as well. So you know your hip drops well. Oh. All right, so nice wide base, knees bent. We're gonna drop both knees off to one side. And then at first, if you want to use like a support hand, go right ahead. So right now on my left side, I got my left hand down, opening up my right knee as far as I can, and then just transitioning to a right hand base. So we're back and forth. Now left open, right trail, transition hands. I'm gonna do one more with the hands here, Pat. Are you ready off the hands?
Yes.
Good for you. All right, you beat me to it. One more here. All right, so from there, Pat, let's just hit a little bit of pretzel 2 work. So we end up basically in the hip drop position we just were in. Let's first go off to our side. So instead of like a 180, I just got this 90-degree turn, just kind of lowering chest to ground. And then create a little tension once you're down there. So I'm going to drive those hands down into the ground. Just hang for about 15. Then we'll do the remainder of the turn, get to that 180. So it would be shocking if you had a pretty good stretch in the glute of the side that you're leaning in towards. All right, now gently come out of there. Let's hit that full 180 rotation. And when you're doing this, really think like puff out the chest, pull back the shoulders. And then I like to kind of create some like torque into the ground. So me rotated to my left here. I'm driving pretty hard to create like a left arm base, almost pushing forward. With my right hand, I'm pulling back to create that torque. Short and sweet, 5 more seconds. All right, let's transition. So hip drop it the other way. We'll work on the 90, and then we'll work on the 180. So 90 first. Get 15 seconds, a little bit of pressure down to the ground. All right, now let's finish out that turn. That 180. Same deal, try to create a little pressure into the ground to create more torque. Five more seconds here. All right. Let's get on up if we could. All right, so we're trying to dissociate bottom from top. So we're gonna lock up that lower body with the glutes. We're gonna hit that little like ballistic switch curl from the sides. We want a torso turn but no hip turn. So let's go there next. That's really mostly like kind of thoracic opening. We're gonna do it this way and in kind of a similar way. All right, so get your standing structure organized if you could. Soften the knees, engage everything else you're supposed to. Really lock those glutes into play. And we're always gonna chase the globe. So right now, I'm rotating to my left because that's where my globe is. And I'm really fighting to drive my left hip forward. Switch curl, and let's go all the way the other way. We'll go 10 of these total. All right, we're there. All right, so Pat, something a little different here. So once again, we want to lock the hips and the glutes in. We're going to do like a reverse arrow, essentially. So normally we have the globe away from our body. Instead, You notice I got palm down, really close to my globe. I'm gonna be palm up on my tail. So I'm gonna do all I can, again, lock in my glutes, lock in my lower body, my standing structure. And it's a big hip turn, still pulling on that mace. Good, then we come back to center and let's switch it. So you gotta just transition those hands. The hand on the globe now is a palm down. The hand on the tail is a palm up. Good. We'll just go 6 here total. Really fighting for a great turn with a stable base. One more on my end. All right. Let's work some landmarks into cradle, and then we'll use that to go through like kind of our hand transition work that we're gonna do in a second, okay? So all I'm talking about is where we start off, bottom, level 2, top, kind of go around the horn and go all the way into cradle. So let's now go palm up tail, palm up globe, palm down tail. Now let's get the cross body bottom. So switch the hands around, which palm is up, which palm is down. There you go, yep, okay. So we're in our cross body bottom right now, and let's put some pressure into that mace. So let's say we're crushing right now. Level 2, cross body top, prayer hands, cross body top, level 2, bottom. Let's take this all the way into a cradle. Good, and now let's work it right back where we just came from. So we're just reversing it. We can easily get right back to our bottom. Still, again, let's add that pressure in again for the crush. Level 2, top, prayer hands, top, 2, bottom, all the way into our cradle. Let's go one more time around the horn. Let's rip this time. So I got my mace again in my bottom. Pull that mace apart hard now. Here's my level 2. There's my cross body top, prayer hand switch. Again, rip it apart right away once you're in top. 2, bottom, cradle. Let's go back one more time again with the rip. So here I am in my bottom, and I'm ripping my mace. 2, ripping mace, top, prayer hands, top, 2, bottom. There we go. All right, so we're actually going to use some of that to kind of complement a flow that we do a lot of, our 3-step flow. Let's go through really the entire deal here, all right? So I'm starting off in my level 2, and we're gonna end up starting with the forward lunge and getting into cradle. So if I'm in my level 2 right here, and when I'm gonna cradle, all I'm gonna do is take that tail in front of my face, and bang, there's my cradle position. Now, something we haven't done before, we are gonna punch down and across with this arm into cross block is what it's called. So I'm gonna take my free hand, palm up, grab right near that globe, yep. And then we're gonna punch down and across. That's it. Now let's do it from this side. So we just switched naturally. I got palm up my globe, palm down to my tail in front of my face. And then you can even kind of come up a little bit to make it easier this time. Again, palm up, grip, cross block. So I think you gripped in a funky manner or something there. So here, come on back to start again with me. So I'm gonna watch it a bit closely here. So tail in front of the face. There's cradle. I'm gonna come up a little further. Thumb up when I grip. Good. Now I'm punching across my body. There it was. That's it. Keep it in his hands. Yep. Right back to here now. Again, let's go into our cradle. Kind of continue past that cradle, almost like a crossbody top, but in cradle. Thumbs up, grip and punch. So that hand that you just grabbed with should be thumb up. There it is. Now punch across that body. There it is. Let's go one more time, and then here's what we're going to add. We've done this before, where we kind of like, quote, throw our chi. So when we're in this position, after we do all the stuff we just did, we're going to use that free hand to toss that mace out there. And then we're going to bring it back. So let's put that whole thing together now. So I'm going to start back in my level 2. I'm going to go cradle, kind of go beyond my cradle, and punch down and across. Beautiful. Now we're going to throw it away from our body. So use the free hand, get it on there, toss, and bring it right back. Let's do it one more time, Pat. So here we are. Cradle, beyond cradle, thumbs up when you grip, punch down or across to cross block, and that tossing of the chin. That's it. So that's a lot of what we're going to do with our hands. So let's get into, just to kind of loosen up a little bit more, let's hit diamond flow, and then we'll start to add some of those pieces into the three-step. So I'm going to run a clock for a lot of what we do. 2 minutes, diamond flow. All right, so diamond flow, if you recall, we weight switch in our side lunge, we shoot some arrows, but we don't really go anywhere. So here we go. I'm gonna start off in the side lunge to my right. And the whole way, I'm seeing it for more and more depth as I go. Good structure. Cross body top to arrow. Arrows always can go to the straight leg. We're back to cross body top and bottom, and then we transition sides. So all landmarks, cross body bottom to top, to arrow, top, bottom, switch. One more time with all the cueing. Cross body bottom to top, to arrow, top, bottom, weight switch. And from here, just follow my lead. Again, really fight for great depth on this. And if you're not already, Pat, crushing the mace the entire way until this arrow where you rip. Sure, we're near the end here. A little bit of time you have left, really sink deep into these side lunges. And there we are. Okay, real quick sip of water if you'd like. I'll do the same. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay, we're going to take some of our hand transition work and start to apply it to three-step flow. So three-step flow, just from the anterior view here, is forward lunge, same leg, side lunge, same leg, dragon lunge. And for now, we'll just do the same side repetitively on a loop for a couple minutes. Eventually, we'll end up going back and forth. So our first time through, we're not going to use all the hand transitions we just learned. Here's what I would like to do, though. We're going to go into a forward lunge. And then when we push back, basically the high lunge, we're going to go to prayer hands and punch to that cross block position. So yeah, when you're there, Pat, you're going to need prayer hands when you're pushed back. Yep. Now, whichever direction you're side lunging in, you punch down towards that moving leg. So here, you ready? Yep. You just start off in a reverse lunge as well. So let me just give you the back right away, because that tends to be easier. So I'm going to go with globe left. Left leg forward lunge. When I push back and I'm in my high lunge balance, I'm in my prayer hands, hold with my mace, and then I'm going to punch into my side lunge. And then from here, nothing real fancy, we're just going to take the globe to the outside. It stayed in that right hand. and I'm just in my dragon lunge. You with me on that?
Yes.
Let's cycle that. We'll say a minute and a half on the right. I'm sorry, on the left. Then a minute and a half on the right. And then we'll keep adding layers, really with a big focus on this 3-step flow today. All right. Globe on the left. Left leg's our mover. 1, 2, 3. The left leg forward lunge. Push off to the prayer hands. Punch down into your side lunge. And again, we're just right here, globe on the outside in that dragon. We're going to come back. We're going to switch that mace, side lunge left. Push back to prayer. Punch. Right to that globe outside dragon lunge. Flip it again. Forward. Prayer. Punch down the cross block. Transition that mace to outside dragon. Flip mace. Same deal, obviously, on a loop until we hit the beat. Now, Pat, you'll notice I'm starting to go right from my dragon, switching my mace right to my forward lunge to close the loop. All right, there's my clock. I'm going to switch it right up. Right leg mover, same exact flow. Right leg mover here, Pat. So we got a forward lunge. We push back to prayer hands. Punch down the cross block. Keep the hand mostly in that, globe in the left hand. Just take the globe to the outside. Reconnect in that level 2. Right leg forward lunge. Prayer. Punch. Level 2, globe outside. Switch that mace right to forward lunge. Multi-dragons, that mover starts to become a little fatigued to the quad. That's okay. Assuming you're really loading into that dragon over here, which is really our goal the whole way. And just a reminder, we're crushing the mace. All the opportunities we had when we had 2 hands on it. And there you are, and relax again. All right, so let's add in the remainder of our hand transition work. So just a reminder as to what the hell we did there a minute ago. We went cradle plus a little extra. Thumb up, I grip, and punch that same cross block with the new hand that just went on there. Then I use this hand to throw my mace. Good. And then I was just going to come back to center. So what we'll do this round, we're going to again stay with the same leg for the time being, but we're adding all that mace movement in if we could. So make sure that we're on the same page. I'd be in my forward lunge. I'd be pushing back into cradle. And then I'm trying to sink that side lunge with my punch to that cross block. So you have thumb up when you grip. Which leg did you move there, Pat? Did you give me a forward lunge there? Okay, so that's the issue. Come on back for a sec. So we're still going to follow that principle where if we're going to go like a right leg forward lunge, we want that globe on the right side. You were going the other way. That's where that got funky. So if I got my globe on my right leg forward lunge, then from here I'm going to push back cradle plus that extra, and then punch down to cross block with my left hand there.
That's what I'm missing.
So I start off with my right, and then the key just is that I switch hands to punch down and across.
Can you show me that again?
Yep, so again, like here's the way I'm set up from behind. This is the visual aid. So I'm in a forward lunge. As I'm pushing back from my forward lunge, right? The tail goes in front of my face. Now initially here I am in cradle, but then I go all the way here. So I switch hands. Now with your left hand, Pat, you're gonna punch into your side lunge to your right. That's it. And then from there, we would throw the chi into our dragon and we come back.
Okay.
And then we would need to flip the mace if we're going to stay on the right side on a loop, which would be the plan. So you good to roll with that?
Yes, I wasn't switching my hand.
Got it. Okay. So you have that little extra cradle, palm up grip, punch. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so just make sure we're on the same page here. We're going to start off with the right leg mover. You're going to be gripping with the left hand to punch down into your side lunge right. Yep, so that'll be the move. And then you're going to, again, throw that chi as we go into our dragon. You got it. Only thing I'll ask is, like, when you do that, to really use the free right hand to get it out there. So it's not just this, like, muscling kind of, like, really, like, lots of work here. You use that free hand, and you throw it. A whole lot easier to get it out there. Got it. All right, so let's do this thing, Pat. I'm going to extend this a little bit. Let's do this for 2. All right, right leg's the mover. So here we go, Pat. Right leg forward lunge. We're going to push back, cradle it, loop it, punch down and cross block. Right hand, free hand. Toss that guy into your chi. Come back for a second. Here I am at level 2. I now got to switch my mace so I continue off on the same side. Right leg moving again. Forward lunge, right leg. Cradle, extra, punch, cross block to side lunge right. Right hand. Toss that globe. Back to center. Level 2. Switch. Globe right. There it is. All right, we can switch right up to the other side if that's okay. So now make sure we're on the same page. We're gonna be globe left for left leg forward lunge. We cradle, go beyond the cradle, right hand, grip with the thumb up and punches down to the side lunge left. So think like, yep, and then you throw your chi in the same exact manner. So can I just see one if you don't mind? So start off with globe on the left for me. Give me the cradle. Good. Grip it with the thumbs up. Punch across your body. Toss the chi. That's exactly it. Okay, awesome. Of course, syncing it with the footwork's a whole other thing, but that's it. All right, 2 minutes again. Left leg becomes the mover. Let's do it. Okay, sorry, Pat. It's funny. It's like I had it and then it's completely gone on me right now. So, got it. Okay. All right. Reset clock. Brain fart there. I'm good to go. All right. Left leg forward lunge. It's a left arm cradle. And then right hand we grip. We punch into our side lunge. Left hand toss into that chi. Punch right back down where you started. Go up on the right. Switch to level 2 left. Forward lunge. Cradle plus. Cross body block. Toss. Punch back where you came from. Level 2, transition. Almost there. There it is, relax. How you holding up?
Okay.
I think it's probably the most lit up for me by the end there is from that chi holding.
Right.
Those delts are a little angry at me right now. All right, so I was gonna throw some extra flows in here, but here's what I'm thinking we do. Let's keep it the same. Let's make this our primary flow for the day. But we'll do two things. One, I want to start the transition from right to left, which always presents a challenge with new body movement and new hand transitions. Then what I think we can try to pull off together, you and I, and whoever else watches this in the future, is after you throw your chi, we could turn that right into an arrow. So that's a thing we could try out. So yeah, why don't we do that for a sec right now, because the back and forth isn't going to be anything wild. Let's just do this for a sec, Pat. Let's throw our chi. So let's get into that cross block. Use the free hand. Throw it. Now here's what we got to do. Tilt the mace so that that globe goes away from us, the tail comes towards us, and there we are in our arrow. Let's do it again. So I got my hand on, toss, tilt, arrow. That's it. Let's go the other way. Throw chi, tilt it, arrow. Good, one more time. Got it. All right, that's good. All right, so step one here, or addition one, let's do a little bit of left to right work first. So same flow we just did, no addition. Once we get comfortable with that, then we're gonna add that extra piece in where we go from kind of tossing the chi and just kind of create an arrow with it, if that's okay. So we'll go 3.5 minutes. We're alternating right to left, right to left. So why don't we just do this together for a sec, Pat? Okay, we got no legs going here. I do realize that. But let's work on the hand transitions from a right leg mover to a left. So right now, I got my globe on my right. You have yours in your right. So I'll show you my back, because that's probably our better bet. Let's get the cradle plus the extra. Left hand comes on. This would represent a side lunge to our right. Right hand, toss that chi out there. Bring it back to that cross block. And then here's what we got to do. Right there in our level 2, the mace is ready. Like immediately, that's all it's going to take. But now let's go to the other side. So that left hand, let's get you off to the cradle on the left. Right hand to the punch into that side lunge left. Left hand, throw the chi, bring it back to cross body block, and bang. There we are. So that's all it takes. It's not real complicated. It's just remembering which side you're on. That's really about it. Jeannie, any good cueing, or are you good to just go for it here?
I think I probably need a little cueing.
Otherwise, okay, like separate from the flow or just during the flow?
Oh, no, just during the flow.
Okay, got it. So we're gonna run this thing for 3.5 minutes. It's gonna take us a little bit here. And I'll make sure, at least I say like right arm cradle, left arm cradle. I'll say the fundamentals for you.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. So I'm gonna start off with my globe on my right and my right leg moving in the flow, just like you are right now.
Okay.
All right, globe on the right here, Pat. So right leg, forward lunge, push off, right arm cradle, but punch down with the left into your side lunge. Right hand, toss that chi in the dragon, back to cross block, gloves now on the left leg moves. Left leg forward lunge, left arm cradle, but the right hand needs to punch down into our side lunge left. Left hand, throw that chi, back to cross block, gloves down on the right, right leg's the mover. Right leg forward lunge, right arm cradle, left arm cross block. Right hand involved, toss the chi to the left. Back to cross block, back to level 2, globe left. Left leg forward lunge. Left arm cradle to right arm cross block, side lunge left. Left arm. Throw the chi, back to cross block, globe on the right, level 2, right leg forward lunge. Right arm cradle, left arm cross block, right arm involved, throwing that chi left, cross block, level 2, globe left. Left leg forward lunge, left leg side lunge, left hand, cross block, level 2, globe right, right leg forward lunge. Right arm cradle, left arm to that cross block, right arm involved, throw the chi left, cross block, globe left, level 2. Left leg, left arm cradle, right arm cross block. Throw chi, cross block, level 2, globe right, right leg forward lunge. Right arm cradle, left arm cross block, chi goes left, cross block, level 2, globe left. Left leg forward lunge. Left arm cradle to that right arm cross block. Chi goes right, cross block, level 2, globe right. Let me quiet for the remainder. Thank you, 3.5 minutes is over. All right, grab a little bit of water again if you like that. Then all we're gonna try to add in here at the end is going from chi, turning that into an arrow.
Okay.
Here's the only thing. Whenever we think, well, often when we think arrows and we're balanced, for example, we're going to be balanced on our right, arrows to our left. Or the other example would be, I'm going to be in the dragon lunge with my left leg going this way, and usually I shoot my arrow back in the direction I came from. Well, this is going to go the other way because we're throwing our chi and we're stepping in that same direction. And then what we're going to do is the globe will be in the right hand as we balance on that right leg. It's just a little counter to what you're used to is my only point. So why don't we do this for a sec, Pat? Let's just work side lunge, toss chi in a dragon, and then why don't we go from that position with dragon, we'll just try to take that dragon leg up into that little like tree king deal. Then all we're gonna do for transition is put the foot right back down. That's it, and then you're ready to do the other side. So let's just work on that little extra piece and then we'll throw this together in a flow.
Okay.
So why don't we go right to side lunge right with the cross body arm meaning the left arm. So just go ahead, grip with just that left hand here. You got side lunge to the right. Okay. Use this arm still. Toss it. Now the right leg will come up. And we're right there. And then actually you need position still to switch sides immediately with nothing extra. So really quick now, why don't we go once the other way? So grip with the right hand. Let's go into a side lunge to our left. So left leg side lunge with cross body block with the right arm. Toss the chi. Left leg's up, balancing on the right into the arrow. So it's not a crazy addition, it's just one little extra piece. You good with that?
Yep.
All right, so let's hit 3.5 minutes and that'll pretty much wrap up our day right there.
That's good.
You did great today. All right. Camera angle's good. Here it is. Let's wrap up our day. So why don't we start off, we'll go about our right leg to move. All right, so level 2, globe right leg forward lunge. Right arm, cradle, left arm, cross block. Right hand, assist in throwing that chi. Now the right leg will come up, balance the arrow, and we're just right there. Left leg, forward lunge. Left arm cradle, right arm cross block. Toss chi to the right. Left leg will come up, right to balanced arrow. Right leg forward lunge. Right arm cradle, left arm cross body block, throw chi left. Right leg up to that arrow. Left leg forward lunge. Left arm cradle, right arm cross block, throw chi right. Balance on the right leg to that arrow. Right leg forward lunge. Right arm cradle. Left arm cross block. Throw chi left. Right leg up. Balanced arrow. Left arm cradle. To right arm cross block. Chi goes right. Left leg up. Right arm cradle. Left arm cross block. Chi goes left, balance on the left leg in your arrow. Left leg. Left arm cradle to right arm cross block. Chi goes right, left leg up, right leg forward lunge. Just finish this side out. All right. That is your day.
Okay,
How do you feel?
I feel good. I
Cool.
feel good. Great start to the
Good
day.
stuff there.
Great start to the day. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for doing this with me today.
I enjoyed it. All right, have a good day and I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Pat. Thanks again.
All right.